live, y'all.
All right. Um, let me make sure we're live here. Let me see. It's still okay. There we go. All right. All right. We live, y'all.
Hey y'all.
We live.
Hey,
Okay.
everybody.
I'm just
Oh,
making.
when we're live like this, we don't have our theme song, huh?
No, we
Oh,
don't have
you
our.
gotta nah, you gotta share it through the thing.
Well, welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We need you to take this video out and share it. We need you to take the link and share it. I work for the call center. How are you doing?
Is anyone in the chat?
All right, here we go. 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 And DJ dum diddy dum diddy diddy dum dum.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hold.
And on the light. Won't you please America?
One. So, are we ready? Are we ready? 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 Ready?
Yes, we are.
All right, y'all. Let's get it popping. Am I starting off the show?
Okay.
Mhm.
Can y'all? Okay. All right. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure, because hey, y'all, it is
Was you
our.
gonna buy my lip gloss?
Y'all want to buy my lip gloss? Let me tell you, my lip gloss is popping. Hey y'all, okay, happy Thursday, y'all. This is the first week of June. We are in a new month already. 6 months in, June 2026. We are
Hello?
we're doing our first live on
Oh,
YouTube. All right, so we have a really good show for you today. We are talking about chaos, chemistry, and conspiracy. So we have a really good first segment, which is the chaos. And Nikki is going to share with us the chaos because she shared the story earlier this week, and I felt like it would be a really good topic to share um, for this podcast. So take it away. Oh, wait, before we do that, I didn't even introduce who we are. We
Okay,
are
I was just about to do that. I was like, we didn't say who we are.
we are Scorquemini, and the three of us we make up the Scorquemini. Nikki's a Scorpio. I'm the Aquarius, and Jules is our Gemini. And we started this podcast because, for one, we are sisters. We are
you
sister
changed my
friends,
name.
whatever you want to call it. We sisters, and we have a Scorquemini group, and we talk about all the things. We have a group chat, and we talk about all the things. And we decided that we wanted to take this to the big screen and share it with you guys and bring you guys into the chat with us. So we talk about all the things, which are chaos, chemistry, three themes: chaos, chemistry, and conspiracy theory. So um, we're gonna get into the chaos. We're gonna get right to it, and we're gonna talk about the chaos. And I can't wait for y'all to hear this because I think it's a really good topic for those who are entrepreneurs, for those who are thinking about entrepreneurs, or just even in friendships, relationships, period, how to do business and how to handle certain things with friends when it comes to business and money. All right, Nikki.
Hey,
Definitely.
Tony.
Hey, everybody. We need y'all to take this live out and share it. We had a few technical difficulties, but we are back and we are ready to go. All right. So if you are new here, put your zodiac sign in the chat because we're all about the zodiac sign. So put your zodiac sign in the chat. We need y'all to share it out. Share it out. Say, hey, let us know you're here. And don't forget to hit the like. All right. So we have a little chaos. Now, I was presented with an opportunity to do. She's not so much a friend, but she is an associate, and she used to be a client of mine, a very good client of mine. And she asked me, could I help her do her wedding? And so I was reluctant. I didn't want to do it. I was like, I know I don't have the time. We're planning a huge summit. I had all the live sales I was doing back to back to back. Then I was getting ready to go to Texas, trying to get all my orders out. So I was like, I really, really would be pushing it if I said yes. But against everything, I said, you know what? I'm gonna go on ahead and do it. I did it and purchased everything, didn't ask for a deposit, and I kind of like left myself open. And that's why I didn't ask for I didn't go for the deposit. Like I didn't really push it because I was like, if I leave myself open, I can't say I really committed when you know what I'm saying? Because I knew I couldn't really deliver the way that she wanted me to deliver. She wanted me to do mock-up. She was like, show me some ideas that you have. I don't have any ideas. I don't have any ideas because I don't have time. I know I don't have the time to devote to what you want me to do. And then when I'm asking questions like, oh, is it a theme? Is it, oh no, it's just hot pink, it's black, it's this. So you just kind of like giving me vague stuff and then you want me to pull magic out of somewhere, right? And so I was like, okay, whatever. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do it. So I started doing everything. And again, this was a client of mine before. So I said, she's gonna come through because we already had a problem before. She's gonna come through. So I did all the stuff and I tried to get everything ready before I went to Texas because I was like, if you needed time to come pick it up, I want to give you time to pick it up. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm leaving to Texas on Friday. If you ain't here by Friday, then you gotta wait till I get back. So I tried to give her a little bit of some space. And she left me on red. Like from the 18th, I sent her a message all the way up until the second. I still haven't heard anything. Wedding is on the 6th. And I was like, when I didn't hear anything, I'm like, what do you want for the labels? Do you want it to have any special names on because it was groomsmen boxes and it's also the bridesmaids boxes. So did you want to have a special message or anything on there so that I could, you know, create these labels for you? Not to mention I'm creating a whole custom label, right? To match the whole entire thing. Custom bookmarks, custom eye masks, like there's nothing I could do with those things. Not now, right? And so I'm sitting here with all of these things, and now I'm pissed off because I knew that I should have asked for the deposit. Even if you didn't come through, and even if you would have changed your mind and said, I don't want it anymore, I would have had the deposit, and at least it would have covered the cost of the things that I had purchased already. And so it was just a lesson in me trusting myself, me knowing from the beginning. I even told Sean, I was like, I really don't want to do this. I really don't have the time. And she was like, just do it, just do it. But I should have known something because she said she wanted to spend $50 on her baskets. And I said, okay, $50. And she said, well, when she totaled everything up, she was like, oh, that's going to be over $1,000. And I was like, you said you wanted to spend $50. Do you want me to take some things out? Because I could do that. You know what I mean? Like I could take some things out. And she was like, no, 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 just keep going. Go ahead and do it. So I went through with it. And she just like so disrespectful, not considerate of my time. I understand that you got a lot of things going on, and that's okay, right? You got a lot of things going on. You got a whole wedding, right? I understand that. But you could have communicated with me and you could have said something and knew that I told you from the jump that I was busy. I told you that I was planning a whole entire summit. And for you to disregard my time, I was so pissed off. Like I was like, I should have just went with my first mind and just said no. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And it wasn't even about the money because I was like, at that point, I didn't care. And at this point, I still don't
Mm-hmm.
care. And I already told Drews, I said, I showed her the things. I'm like, what could I do with this? I can't do anything. I said, but I'd
Can't
rather
even do
throw it in the
nothing with it.
garbage. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather throw it in the garbage than to give it to you. I'd rather throw it in the garbage than to give it to any of your people in your party. You're not going to get it. I'd rather just take
Mm-hmm.
the L.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I'm like,
Mm.
I was really pissed off. I was pissed off at her, but I'm more pissed off at me because when I said I didn't want to do it, I should have stuck to my guns.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all know I'm up all times of the night doing my stuff. Like that is
Mm-hmm.
so inconsiderate of
Mm-hmm.
you.
And
And to
it's
So
just,
still not say
yeah,
anything is
yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah. And it's
Mm-mm.
like, I don't know. To me, it's just like, how do you, I don't know. How do money was spent. This person did it, this person that, you're cool with. Not like she didn't know you at all. Even if she didn't know you, that's
right,
not good. Even if she didn't know you, you don't leave people high and dry like that. And so I think, like you said, I think it makes you even more frustrated or upset is when like I knew I shouldn't have did something told me not to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Something told me not to do
That
it.
gut
And
feeling.
so,
Mm-hmm.
mhm. but I think it's also a lesson in trusting our instincts
Yep.
and going with that because now you have this stuff that you can't even use. It'll be
Oh
different if you
no, I'm selling it. I'm going to sell some stuff.
oh,
There's some
okay.
things I can't use because it's
Okay.
got pictures and names, but the other stuff, oh, I'm selling it.
Okay, good. Because I didn't know if it was a total wash
Oh
or
no.
if that. Okay, good. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, yeah.
But there's
Still,
still a
I
good
don't like
amount of
wasting
stuff
money.
though
Yeah, I
that you
don't like
can't do
having to.
nothing with, and
Yeah, I
it's
don't like that.
crazy.
Mm,
Yeah.
Mhm. I have many body and they were custom scents. Like they were scents that I don't carry. And so
Hmm.
I went to Jersey to pick them up. I drove to Jersey to pick them
Oh
up.
no.
Right. And to make sure I had it for her. Just because it was your special day and I'm doing all of this to make your special day and you're gonna disrespect me and be inconsiderate. Oh no. Oh no.
we
Hmm.
were on some Zoom calls, and you were like, "Oh, I'm working on." Sometimes we'll be talking,
Yep.
and
Hmm.
you was like, "I'm
It's
working
like I
on."
got to work on this wedding stuff,
Yeah,
and yeah.
and to know that was the outcome.
Yep. Yep. Super pissed. I was like, okay. So I got little mini body butters. I have sugar scrubs, lip balms, perfume rollers, custom hand sanitizer. When have y'all seen me make hand sanitizer? Last time I made hand
Mm-mm.
sanitizer was during COVID.
Hmm.
And so you asked me for all of these things, and I did everything that you asked. And it's the thing she did, she sent me some boxes. You ain't getting them boxes because guess what's going in them boxes? Those products, and I'm selling them.
As you should, as you should,
And
and the
it
fact.
leads you to believe that they. So if she's having this, unless the wedding was called off or whatever,
Even if the wedding was called off.
yeah. If the so just say the wedding was cut off, called off for whatever reason. My thing is, where's the communication? And then that leads me to believe too. So you probably found somebody else to do because you're if you are still having the wedding, you definitely have to have something to give to somebody.
Right,
So
right.
it just leads me to believe you found someone else to do it
Right.
and didn't even have the
Yep.
audacity to say,
Yep.
"Hey, Nikki, I found someone else to do it for cheaper. I'm sorry,
Hmm.
my budget just didn't allow
Right.
anything."
Hmm.
I'm sorry I wasted your time.
Time and
I know
courtesy.
you said that you were busy. I
Hmm.
know that you said you had a lot going on. I
Hmm.
apologize for wasting your time.
Hmm. Hmm.
But a wise woman once told me that is the price that you pay for when
Hmm.
you don't listen to your gut. So,
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
so,
Because you kept saying you should have taken a deposit. You should have taken a deposit. But
Hmm.
hmm
I
Hmm.
mean, I'm so
Yeah.
petty. I've been and took her to court.
Listen. Oops. Listen. I thought the same thing. I said, well, I would have been filing for paperwork.
Cause you gonna have to learn your lesson one way or the other. I've been and took you to court. My
hmm
time, the materials, all of that.
Hmm.
I'd have took it to
Hmm.
small claims court and got all
hmm
my
Right.
even if I had you gonna get me all my queens.
Okay.
My thing is this too. When you're planning a wedding, you have to budget for that stuff. So she clearly didn't budget for it because if she knows she wanted to spend $50 a basket and she knew, what was it, 20 people altogether? 12?
22.
22.
22.
So when you
hmm
count that cost up before you even reach out to somebody and be like, okay, let me count this up. I want to spend, my budget is $50 per basket. Okay, that's a good, what, thousand something dollars.
Hmm.
You didn't think about that before you reaching out to the person?
Mm-mm.
You're gonna wait until, oh, that's too much money. Uh-uh. Whether that's too much money, then
And
skedaddle
you should have
yourself on.
said something when Nikki asked you, "Oh, do you want me to take some stuff out?" Because if you
Right.
knew, oh, maybe I thought I could afford $50, but now that I'm thinking about it,
It
maybe
seems
we
like
need
it's
to
a
do
little too
half of
much.
that. Yeah, so
Hmm
can we do half because I don't have it? Or, hey, Nikki, I didn't budget for it, but can you put me on a payment plan? Maybe I'll pay. Like ask people stuff. Like
hmm
Don't just
I'm
don't.
good for it. Put me on a payment plan and I'll pay this up front. And then maybe, because the wedding going on, it's a lot of things going on. I could just pay you
hmm
something.
Tony said she said she almost had her first court case, but I guess she realized fat meat is greasy. Like, I'm
I
listen,
mean,
listen, and it, Yeah, even with, and I think to me, the bigger point is a lot of times with people we know, family, people we know, because family do stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm,
people
they
we
the worst.
know, right? We feel like, oh, they're good for it, and then you realize this is the kind of stuff that does end up in court, like for real, because
Hmm.
you gave me your word, and I'm going off the strength of our word and the strength of our relationship, friendship, whatever. And I don't know, people just be on. This world is crazy. People are just weird. And
Mm-hmm.
the
Weird,
thing about
weird.
that is Nikki's good people. And she knows that. She's known you for a while because I think you said y'all go
Yes.
way back. So she's known you for a while. She knows you're good people. She knows you're loyal. So for that to be her response,
She just
um,
don't care.
it just,
She don't
yeah,
care. She
Mm-mm.
don't care. And I hope it rain on her day. And I hope they have bad weather. And I hope everything don't go right.
that's what I was thinking. I was thinking it. I was thinking it. But you said it. I was thinking. I said, "Oh, I hope."
That's the
I
Scorpio
hope the
way to
weather's
go.
bad. Hope the weather's bad and travel sucks.
Yeah. Well, you're not. Nothing good comes when you do stuff like that. Like
Nope.
nothing good. Because even if she would have reached out, you still might have been upset. You might have been like, "Dang, I'm gonna put all this time and effort into it. She don't wasting my time." But at least she said, "Hey, my thing is, I'm going back to her budget. She knew her budget. You want again champagne dreams on a beer budget
You said
because
you
Seriously.
told me. I said, how much do you want to spend? You told me $50. I didn't suggest $50. I said, oh, okay, so fifty
even
dollars. Let
worse,
me build around the
Yeah.
50.
even
Let me
worse.
build around the
Or did
50.
she
And
mean
then I
50
threw some
total for
extra.
the whole, for
That's
all
what I was thinking.
That's
22
what
$50.
I I sent the
people?
message. The message clearly states 50 per basket. She said yes.
She knew her stuff was gonna be nice too. That's another thing. She knew that when you was gonna put something really nice together for her, and she wanted all the nice stuff so she can show off to her friends and her people,
Mm-hmm.
her bridal party. Look, and they be like, oh, yeah, this is so nice. But she didn't want to come up off that money. So
Nope.
she, like Jewel said, I was thinking the same thing. She probably found somebody who could do it for $10 a basket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can
And she
imagine
And
what that
didn't
looks
probably
like.
she
have
could have
the,
just probably went to the dollar. She could have went to the Dollar
Yep,
Tree and did whatever.
yep.
She did so many things that she could have done. But
Hmm.
the biggest thing that I would have done is I would have made sure that I left the lines of communication open. I don't
Yep,
know if I'm gonna need you again. You asked
yep.
me to make your I made outfits for you. I did favors for you. I've done quite a few things for you. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Don't you
Hmm.
ever ask me to pull out my sewing machine. Don't you ever ask me to do a damn thing. Nothing. Nothing.
Funny part about it, she probably will. She probably wait till this blows over and thinking you forgot,
Mm-hmm.
and she'll probably ask you for something else and be like,
oh
"Oh,
no. You
girl,
can't, she
girl."
can't be
Oh, she.
crazy.
Oh, people will watch.
Well, she did come back because remember I told y'all from the baby shower when I cut out those appliques for the
Mm-hmm.
baby shower, and she said the cat suit wasn't worth the price that I charged her.
Mm-hmm.
After I sat
Because
there and
she
I
don't
cut them
value
out
your
and I
work,
sold
and
them
that's
for
another thing.
24 hours.
She doesn't value your
Mm-hmm.
work either. She doesn't value your work. And
Mm-mm.
I have I have someone I know, they buy stuff from me, and the only time, and this is when I was really like like when I was doing the most sales trying to get rid of inventory, and I would sell myself for like Jules say dirt cheap, and she'll buy all kind of stuff from me. But the minute I started sticking to my price, all of a sudden you don't hear from them. And that's okay. That's she's a bargain shopper. I knew that she wasn't my customer. She's not my target customer. So, there are people like that who just don't value your work,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
they don't value, and that's, I feel like that's what she's on. She don't value the time, the effort. And I don't know. I just feel like people be on just grimy. That was
Yeah.
grimy.
It was grimy. And
That
50,
was.
first of all, it was $50 for customization. Are
Hmm.
you kidding me? Custom labels, custom scents, custom products, custom things. I don't sell these things. Like, are you kidding me?
Elise wants
Are
to
you
know when's
kidding me?
live sale for the stuff.
Girl, it's gonna be on the Sweet 16. Make sure you there June 11th because it's gonna be there June 11th, 8 p.m.
Listen, listen. And that's just to me, because she could have easily did $25 a basket. You'd have been like, "Hey,
Yeah.
um,
Just
I'm gonna,"
cut it in half.
Yeah.
and you might have thrown in a couple of things in there for her. You never
Or
know. You
ask for a budget. Ask
might
for like, hey, can I pay you like this? Let's put an agreement together and I pay you in installment.
Mhm. Mhm.
Something.
have. Mm-hmm.
But what you did was you done found someone else to do something. Something was
Mm-hmm.
get because you had to give your
Very
bride a
much
party or whatever
something.
something.
Right.
So you done got something else and just did not care to. That's
And I
crazy.
even said, and you said this earlier, did she say anything to you? No. And even if you did say something, I'm not going to scramble. I'm not going to now scramble so I can
Yeah.
finish up these things because I asked you what you wanted me to put on these labels. So they don't have labels on it right now. So I'm a scramble trying to put some labels on here, put the baskets together so that you can come pick them up. No, I'm not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing
Mm-hmm.
it. It was what, the 18th was how many days ago? And you didn't say anything since the 18th? Oh yeah, we done. We done.
And
We
when's
good.
the wedding?
2 days.
Up this Saturday, I think. Yeah, Sunday or Saturday, I think is one of those. Yeah.
I hope
Mm-hmm.
we have torrential downpours.
Jesus.
Mm-mm, not torrential.
Yep.
I feel you. I feel you. Don't play with my time or my money. Don't definitely don't play with my money. Please don't play with my money.
Especially time I don't have.
And I done said I didn't have. I'm sitting in on meetings trying to put these things together, trying to
Hmm.
go here and there. I live
Losing
almost two
sleep.
hours away to get the
Hmm.
fragrance oil just to make sure that I had it in time.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
no, I got beard oil. Listen,
Yep.
y'all. Y'all want to buy my lip gloss? No, I'm just joking. But I have I have beard oil, I have lip balm, I have perfume rollers and Bond number 9
Mm.
Greenwich Village, and I also have Victoria's Secret bombshell. So if y'all like any of those scents, I got a whole set. It's gonna be in a
Let me
cute
tell
little
you something.
basket.
I'm gonna tell you something. When you sell these on your live sale for your Sweet 16, you ain't gotta worry about them things flying off the shelf. So it is what it is.
Right.
That's not even my thing was the money spent on the stuff that you can't even like use, like the customized stuff, and like
Hmm.
with photos and names and all that kind of stuff. But yeah,
Yep. The
I
masks
think
and all of that.
yeah, even for me,
Hmm.
like even with you talking about this situation, because I'm like that. Yeah, are you good for it? You good for it? And then yeah, because then that's when we gonna have it out.
That's right.
You gonna have me spend money and ignore me? I have a similar story like that years ago when I used to braid hair. I used to braid like people used to pay me to braid their hair. And this girl I knew from the church we went to, I knew her and I knew some of the other people, and we just kind of like were all. So I did her cousin's hair, and she was begging me to do her hair, so I did her hair. And she did one of those moves after I did her hair. I was young and dumb. Can I pay you half or what did she say? She said something about can I pay you later because I don't have all of it. And I was like, so you wait till I get through doing your hair to tell me that you didn't have your money?
Mm.
So because I knew her,
Mm-mm,
I was
mm-mm.
like, all right, cool. She never paid me. And so I was reaching out to her and I'm like, have you need still need to pay me for doing your hair. She's duck and dive. So I told her cousin, I said, I hope you know I did such and such hair and she still hasn't paid me. And she was like, well, I'm gonna talk to her. And she talked to her about it, but she never paid me. This is years ago. But even now when I see her, I kind of look at her sideways because I'm like, and I'm over it, but I'm like, you really did
You should put
just
near in
like,
her hair.
yeah. You really did, because you lied. You asked me to do your hair knowing you didn't have money, so you waited till I did your hair, knowing you couldn't
And
pay me.
then said, nope, I can't do nothing till I get it up front.
Oh,
Yeah.
yep, I learned my
I
lesson,
need
and
half up front.
yep, and then when half later, then you're gonna and then you make sure you do it to where they gotta have it to where it's gonna be something crazy, they're gonna be out there looking crazy,
That's
because if you don't have the
what-
rest of my money, this part right here ain't getting done.
Don't do the middle. You gotta leave the front
Right.
open because
Yep,
you
the
yeah,
front
can't
and
leave
the
you
yep,
can't get
all this.
around.
Yep,
because you
You
can
yep.
you
cover
leave
up the middle.
That's true.
yeah.
Yep. The front right here, all the perimeter. This whole perimeter right here is not gonna
And
be
put
done until I get my money. You wanna
put
play
big
games?
cinnamon
I'm
doodle
ready.
braids.
Yep.
Put big cinnamon doodle
Child.
braids.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
That was so out of order. That was so out of order when he said that.
Oh my gosh. What are
So
the
out of
people
order.
saying in the comments?
Mm-mm.
What are the people saying in the comments?
Elise
Oh,
said, "Oh, go ahead, sis."
just This is a true lesson for all of us. For us all, you are not mean. You stand on business, and there's no emotions allowed in business.
Mhm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
you read that one. Is the last sale? Are you gonna implement having a contract in place? This is a sign, Nikki, you are elevating. When you elevate your brand, you no longer can do things for people that you used to. There's no such things as favors in business.
Mm.
Thank you for sharing, Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So true.
Mm.
That's very true. You you almost have to treat, family like that too. Even with that too, because family can be like that. They can um take advantage
Yeah,
too. They can take
and they
advantage.
will.
And they definitely will. You got to put your foot down.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You have to put your
Mm-hmm.
foot down. And when I was doing it, I even had to stop myself because I was gonna finish it up. Like before I left, I was still gonna put the labels on it. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
Mm-hmm.
hear from her, so I'm not even gonna put myself through it. I was taking time out already. I created not lip balms. I created bookmarks. There's nothing I could do with that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
when I'm laminating the bookmarks and doing all, I'm like, no, it's nothing I could do with it. But
Mm-hmm.
the lesson was that I should have went with my instinct. I shouldn't have done it. And
Mm-hmm.
even if I did decide that I was going to do it, even if I wasn't, wholeheartedly ready to do it, I should have still had a contract in place. I should have still
Mm-hmm.
had some kind of agreement in
Mm-hmm.
place because I knew better. But again, I knew this person and I was like, you know what? It's going to be okay. So, would you have, if it was you, y'all in the audience, we need to know if it was you, what would you have done? Would you continue with the order or would you have stopped? Let's say you did the same thing I did. You didn't listen to your gut instinct. You didn't get a
Right.
contract and you didn't get a deposit, but you started. What would you have done?
So Tony said, I definitely give family a contract. I use them as practice. She's
I would have done a lawsuit.
She is a mess.
listen, Jules. Lawsuit, I would have been in because technically
Judge
you did have a
Mathis,
contract. You did have a contract with the DMs
verbal.
because you
Yeah.
did.
Mm-hmm.
Because in court,
Yep, and you
when I
have it
watched
in
Judge
writing
Judy,
too. Yep.
Judge Judy been
Mm-hmm.
like they'd be like, Judge Judy or Judge Mathis, I have this right here, and they said right here on the text that
Mm-hmm.
they was gonna, and she would have said, well, did you agree to give the person the money? Why did you give it to him? You know how Judge Judy is, and so I can see that holding up in court is still verbal. You just didn't have like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
the legal stuff in there, but it's still verbal. And
And then you've got all the stuff
did.
you made, so you got evidence that you made. Yep.
She said $50 per basket.
$50
She said
per
yes.
basket for her wedding party. Yep. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But and then I would have to be going back and forth to Jersey. So gas is $5
You didn't even
a
charge for
gallon.
that. You didn't even charge for that.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
And she's gonna,
Mm-mm.
I guarantee you, she's gonna post her wedding stuff. So you'll
Oh,
see
she's
what.
been posting. Oh, I ain't gonna see nothing because you know how I do. If I ain't rocking with you,
I
I don't
want to
care
see
what you
because I've
doing.
been posted on. I've been responded to everything. Oh, that's how we did it.
Duly
That
noted.
yeah.
Oh, it.
Mm-mm.
I'll be putting all kind of stuff. I'll be sending my invoice.
You should. That's what you should do. Send your invoice.
So
Send the
what? She
invoice.
could just look at it. She ain't gonna pay it.
Well, she won't.
I don't even know where to send it.
I would say
Or
to
however
her
y'all was
DM.
communicating. Yep. Send
To
her a
her
That's all.
Shopify.
DM.
Yep.
That's all
Send her.
right. That's all right. It's gonna be a torrential downpour on Saturday at the
That
time
would
of the
be
wedding. And it's
that
gonna
would be
stop
funny.
at the time it's supposed to be over, and your guests ain't gonna get there on time.
Oh, it's not.
Mm.
Is she? Listen, God don't like ugly. It's definitely gonna be something. But
Mm-hmm. It'd
uh,
probably be a beautiful day.
Tony said, if this was me, I still would have sued. You can still sue without a written contract. I think you should sue and use it as practice because as you continue your millions to millions, this won't be the last. Elise said, send the invoice for documentation if you ever need it to show that you did send the invoice as
Mm.
well for the work that you. I would send it, whether
me
she
too.
paid or not. I'd still send it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Tony said she would have stood
'Cause
outside the wedding reception, hands out those bookmarks with QR code and everything.
for
Five
look,
one
Which
that
buy
one?
ain't
one
a
of
bad
What's
each.
your
idea.
name? What's your name in the wedding? Okay, here, this one's for you.
You want your eye mask? Because I got an eye mask
Here
for
you
you. You
go.
want that?
Listen, yeah, that's
Look how
crazy work.
pretty she is. She's a pretty girl. She is a pretty girl. Oh, it's okay. Because like I said, she gonna need me before I need her. That's how everybody is. They gonna need me before I need them. And
Wait till
do
you
You'd
not
have to
forget.
be
contact me.
crazy to reach
She
out
gonna wait.
again. She would have to be
But
crazy.
she'll do
Crazy.
but people do it though because she's gonna think, oh, she probably didn't. It's gonna be a while.
Mm-mm.
Or
That
after her wedding, she's gonna reach out to Nikki and say, "Hey, girl, I'm sorry I didn't get you so much wedding stuff was going on. I totally didn't get a chance to talk to you and tell you I couldn't do
no,
it."
I
because
But
didn't see
again,
this message.
mhm,
Delete.
that's not true.
mhm.
Because you need party favors for your party.
But she's gonna
So
say
it ain't no forgetting that.
she meant
Ain't
to
no
tell no,
forgetting.
she's gonna say she meant to tell you that she couldn't do it. So she's gonna wait till after everything's over, and then she's gonna say, "Well, I forgot. I was gonna try to tell you that I
Mm-mm.
couldn't do it, and I was gonna." That's what she's
And
getting
I'd
her
have been
story
like,
together.
and I meant to tell you that I'm taking you to court.
I meant to tell you that you
I
got a
meant to tell you
lawsuit.
there's a summons on the
You've
way.
been served.
Okay.
I bet that
Do
teacher
it,
to stop
Nikki.
messing
Send
with
it. You
folks.
have to do. Hey, Miss Kim, do it, Nikki.
Hey,
Send
Miss
it. You
Kim.
have to. It's for you, not her. It creates a habit of standing on business. That is what a judge will ask. Yeah, I would definitely send the invoice. Yeah, definitely. Like if you don't want to go through the lawsuit stuff, that's fine. But I'm gonna send the invoice and say this is for what the work that I already did. And
Mm-hmm.
I be taking show pictures. I did this, I did the 22,
Mhm,
however many of the
mhm.
mask. I did these are all customized. Everything you did, I take pictures of. And this is
Mm-hmm.
this is what
You
Mm-hmm.
this
never
is how
know.
much.
You never know what that can. You just never know.
Mhm.
So just have a
Yeah,
backup.
yeah.
And
But
if
yeah, that
she pay it, then hey, get your stuff and give it to your people. But here go the invoice. If you don't
Shit,
pay it,
I ain't
I
doing it.
see.
It ain't getting done. Oh, it's not getting done.
No, I'm talking about pay for whatever you've already made. If she
Oh,
pays
oh,
the
oh, oh,
invoice,
oh.
yeah,
mhm,
yeah. If she pays
mhm,
the
Oh,
invoice and
that
be
other
like,
stuff she ain't getting.
yeah,
Mm.
just
mhm,
say I'm gonna ship, here, shipping
mhm,
it to you.
mhm.
I even got an
Yeah.
eye mask for the Reverend. I feel like
See,
finesse 2 times.
see,
Mm-mm.
you feel like what do you say? Noodles with no packet,
No merc. Right, no packet.
cereal with no milk,
Right.
canned milk,
Mm-mm.
powdered milk,
And he be like,
and a. But
that's what I
listen,
feel like.
yeah, I think it's a good lesson and just like
Mm-hmm.
like Tony said, good practice to have something in place. I don't care if you own and I want now my mom, I won't do it to my mom, but anybody outside of that, you get in a contract.
Yeah.
You
Nah,
get in
my
a
mama
contract.
getting one too.
You're not giving me a
You
contract.
ain't giving
I
me a
am.
contract. No, you ain't.
Mm-mm.
Don't do
I
her like
am.
that.
I am. It's business is business.
If that's your mama, you ain't got no business with your mama. She
Business
Wait,
birthed
is
you.
business.
She birthday you.
Personal
she
is
gonna be like,
personal.
listen. She gonna be like, I know you lying.
She gonna be
Personal is
like this.
personal. I've done it before. I've given my mama
This
an
is
invoice
what I
before.
think about your contract.
She gonna tear it right from your face.
She's ordered candles and I've given her an invoice before
You gave her a discount.
because she bought them for her friends, a big old order. Business is business.
Even if you my mama.
Even if you my mother come in here and she talk about you
Because
got
if
some
she did
wax
something, I
melts.
would want an invoice. I don't, because it's your business. I'm gonna have to pay you.
Hmm.
Now, if you give me a discount, cool, but business is business.
True. That's true. That's true. And you have to I think it's a good lesson. I think it's a good lesson because I would have hated for you to have done this with it could have been a bigger order. It could have been a bigger
Mm,
loss. So good
yeah.
thing it happened now. So you're like, you know what? I'll never do that again. And you won't, yeah. Because
Hmm.
there are people who have lost more because they've taken the word of a friend or you know.
Yeah. So lesson learned, everybody. So that is the chaos of today's podcast. I got a lot more to say, but we ain't gonna
Right,
say it.
right. I know we have to. Yeah, that was Nikki's Risa Tisa.
Yeah, and I didn't even release it yet because I was like, you know what? As soon as I put
Mhm,
the video out, she gonna say, "Oh, you know what?" And so I didn't do it. But
Mhm.
Mm,
Mhm.
so it's going up
Mhm.
tomorrow.
Mhm. Mhm.
Part one
mm-hmm.
starts tomorrow.
For real.
Can't wait. Elise said, once you send it, wait 2 business days to hear from her. And if she doesn't respond, have a live sale.
Oh,
At
the
least
live
listen.
sale's happening.
At least
At
once
least
that
it's
live sale.
happening.
At least you
It's
got to be in the
happening.
building
Mm-hmm.
too. You better be first in line because it's going up. It's going up on the next
It's
week.
going up. Watch. It's gonna have Super Sweet 16 on the basket. Okay.
For
Yes.
real.
Yes. All right. Transitioning. What's the next topic? Ju-
Jewels.
The next topic. What's the next topic?
It's how about you.
She over there
The next
working.
topic is growing pains of entrepreneurship.
And what it feels like for you as a as a full-time entrepreneur, your new life, your new life as a full-time entrepreneur.
Hmm.
Throwing a little growing pains. You can throw in a little growing pains.
Yes. So new life as an entrepreneur. I think I shared this today that I actually am taking one day off during the week. So I'm gonna have
Mm,
an off day, and I thought that was pretty, because as an entrepreneur, you're working harder than you do a 9 to 5. If anyone says they don't work harder as an entrepreneur than they do a 9 to 5, they lying.
mhm,
They are
mhm,
lying because there's no boundaries on your hours. You could get up super early at 4 o'clock in the morning and you be up to like past midnight the same day. Like there's no
yep,
Hmm.
break, there's no lunch break, there's no, let me take a 15-minute break. There's none of that. You just working, working, working,
mhm,
working. And there's no off time because you're trying to get all this stuff done.
mhm,
Which,
Hmm.
which you don't mind because it's your business, but I think it's important, and I had to learn this, right, that sitting in front of the computer all day, because now I've noticed and I'm getting like a lot of pain in my
mhm,
in my shoulders, and I'm just like, ooh, I'm just sitting too much. Like I was already
mhm,
sitting at work, but now I'm
mhm,
just all day, all day, all day. Sometimes I'll go without eating. It's just like all day. So I was like, I'm gonna take a day off during the week, which I think I'm gonna do Wednesdays, depending on, what our
mhm,
schedule looks like. But I think like a midday rest or a midday reset for me is good, where I don't touch the computer at all. I'm
Hmm.
not getting on the computer. I'm not, I might now. I'm gonna get on my phone because I did
I
get
was
on my
just about
phone
to say, are
yesterday.
you gonna
Yeah,
leave your phone alone?
yeah, I know I did get on the phone, and I didn't do a lot, but I did get on the phone, but I did not touch the computer. I did not come upstairs not one time to get on the computer at
that's
all.
good.
I
That's
did
good.
some stuff outside. I did some stuff in the my new storage room, trying to organize stuff
Mhm,
and get stuff
mhm,
ready for this sale. And then that's another thing, y'all. Don't forget, on Juneteenth, I'm having a clearance sale on all candle supplies that I don't use, brand new stuff,
nice stuff.
fragrance oils. It's gonna be good. Vessels
Vessels.
that I done bought that ain't touched that I forgot I even had.
Mhm.
I'm like, I was like, where the hell is vessel? I'm like, where this
One
vessels come
thing
from?
Jewel's gonna do is have a Juneteenth sale. You had one last year too. Jewel's gonna have a
Yeah.
Juneteenth sale.
Yep.
Yep. So I'm gonna get those vessels cleared out because I got a bunch of aura vessels from Makesy, some iridescence and stuff I done bought because I was like, oh, it's pretty. I might do this with it. Ain't did nothing. Ain't gonna do
Mhm,
nothing. It's just sitting there. So I've
mhm,
got those. I've got wooden wicks because I thought I was gonna use wooden wicks at one time. I've got tons of wooden wicks. I've got you name it, I've got it. I thought I was gonna be doing
mhm,
dessert candles at one time. Ain't touched none of
mhm,
that. Done bought
mhm,
all kind of molds and donut shapes and cupcakes and and that stuff still in the package, brand new. I was like, I
mhm,
forgot I got. It's just
mhm,
stuff I even forgot I got. Fragrance
Hmm.
oils. Like when we were at in Dallas last year, and I bought them fragrance oils
Oh,
from
from Waxy Flower.
from Waxy Flower. The bottles is
Me
still
neither.
sitting there.
Me
I
And
ain't
neither.
that
did
soap
nothing
is
with it.
probably still
That
sitting
soap
there
still
too.
in there. That soap
Yep.
still.
She talked about she was gonna make some soap. I'm
She
gonna
sure
make this
was.
just for the family. I said, no, you're not.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't
She
even
and
buy it.
yep.
And she
She was
was
gonna
like,
make
oh
some,
no, I'm
and
gonna
she was
buy
very
it. I'm gonna
convincing.
use it. I'm gonna make
Yeah,
it.
and
She
And
was
I
so
got
very
she
the. I
convincing.
still have the base for the room spray. That I got from there. I was like, I'm
Yes.
supposed to make some air fresheners base because I opened the. I said, where is air freshener base? What's gonna do with this? And then I forgot. Oh damn! I was gonna make me some
Shiny
room
object syndrome
spray.
for sure.
So I've got you name it, I've got it, and it's going on the clearance sale. It's gonna be 3, 5, 10, three,
Oh,
five,
three, five,
ten,
10.
three, five,
$3,
10.
$5, 10.
Three,
I'm gonna
five,
do
ten.
business.
3, 5, 10.
So yeah, so clearing that stuff out. So it was, and I think it was good. I was just like, I'm just gonna unplug and just not do anything on the computer. And
It's
so,
hard. It's
mm-hmm,
hard. Because
it
my
is.
mom was getting on me. She was like, we were on the phone and she was like, well, what are you doing? Because I was just going through one of my things. Yeah. Do myself. She's like, you need to get out and do stuff. And I kind of got offended. I was like, I have a business I'm trying to run. I'm trying to like build my dream. And you're talking about gallivanting and doing all this stuff. I'm like, I gotta,
Not
because especially
gallivanting.
Come on, Gallivan.
she was right because I do that a lot. I can. Tony just said that. She was like, sometimes when I'm off them people's job, I work on my business. I be so locked into the computer, the whole weekend will disappear. And I'm like, girl, you just can't sit here. I will sit at this desk and work all weekend on business stuff, all weekend, and don't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to be doing other stuff, like personal development stuff, and I'm just locked in. And it's
Mm-hmm.
I've told myself you have to like sometimes I'll just go on my couch and just remove myself from this actual workspace, go on my couch and like either read a book or watch one of my
Mm-hmm.
shows just to kind of like get away from I used to eat at my
Yep.
desk, all that stuff and just sit here and I would live here and it's like
Mm-hmm.
this is a good conversation because it's like as entrepreneurs, especially when you're trying to build something,
Yeah.
you just feel like, yeah.
Because I'm always like, oh, I gotta get this list done. I gotta get there. I gotta do this. Gotta do this. Gotta do this. Gotta do this. And it's just like, okay, I'm gonna burn myself out in a minute if I keep on.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
let me just unplug, take a
Mm-hmm.
day, and just not doing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think I laid in bed for and it wasn't. I was like, I'm just gonna lay in this bed till I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I think I can get out the bed till like 1 or 2 o'clock. I was like,
Listen,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna
listen.
lay here and be as lazy as I want to be.
We be in
And
the tech, we be in the group thread. Jules was like, I ain't even got to be. I was like, I love that for you. I was like, I love that for
What are
you.
you still doing in the bed? What are you? I'm just laying here. I'm just laying here. For
Hmm.
what? Get up.
Hmm. Yep. But again, we're
So,
yeah. You're kind of we're programmed to like always be doing
hmm
something.
Mm-hmm.
Even in our own businesses, but it does take more work. That's why when a lot of people be talking, I want to be my own boss, you be like,
yeah, because
Do you
it
really?
ain't for the faint. It ain't.
I'm starting to
You
realize a lot of
gotta.
people that want to be entrepreneurs because the delusional side of it is the
It just
dream. It's
looks.
delusional, but it's the
Yeah,
dreamy side of it. And people are like, "Oh, I want to be my own boss because I don't want anybody telling me what to do." Yeah, you might lose that part where a person is not telling you what to do, but guess what? All the decisions are yours. Everything that happens is
and
on
you gotta
you.
tell yourself what to do because now you gotta
Yep.
come up
Yes.
with this schedule and you gotta figure out, what am I gonna do on this day, and so that's
Mm-hmm.
the hard part for me is just trying to figure out a good schedule where I can balance it all because it's just so many, the things that I wanted. Like we're changing, we got the new ecosystem, we got the summit coming,
Mm-hmm.
we got
Mm-hmm.
so just trying to make sure I'm organizing my time and then organizing my space because I
Mm-hmm.
still have yet to go back and get the rest of my stuff from the other office. I ain't done that yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to do
Mm-hmm.
that next week and
Mm-hmm.
just figure out where I'm putting everything. And, what I mean? It's just a lot because this is like
Mm-hmm.
seven, this is what, 27 years worth of stuff
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah.
I gotta,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Miss Kim said that RJ wants me to come outside to help in the garden. I'm always too busy. I need to do better. And then she said they think it's
Aww.
glamorous. and I,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I feel like, yeah, people think it's glare, and I'm gonna be honest, I was one of those people being an entrepreneur, and me and Nikki had this conversation for Monday Reset. We had a really good
Mm-hmm.
conversation about this. I know for me, I'm the dreamy, oh, entrepreneurship is just gonna be me at home, nobody tell me what to do. I never want, 9 to 5 is just having
Uh,
somebody tell me what to do, and I get to just make candles and make body butters all day and just la 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 la.
La 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 la.
hey. Yeah.
Just being able to
Mm-hmm.
pivot when something happens. Are you going to freak out and panic if something doesn't go? What happens if you have a shipment come in and your glasses are all broken? What do you do then? You have an order. You like being able to like make all those. And so my mind, I say to myself all the time, and trying to tell you, I can do it, but I have to get my mindset there and have a plan. You
Mm-hmm.
have to have a plan, and it's so important because if you're a 9 to 5er looking to transition out of 9 to 5 to full-time entrepreneurship, what is your plan?
Mhm.
And I think a lot of people don't have a plan. I wanted to, I say, God, by this time when I was at my
Mm-hmm.
IT job, I said, I want to, by this time next, you got to be careful what you ask God for. You got to be specific. You got to be
Mm-hmm.
Pacific when you're talking to the Lord.
Yep.
I said, God, this was November of 2018. I said, God, by this time next year, I want to be an entrepreneur, full-time entrepreneur. God said, say less. November 2019, got called in the office. They was like, Chantel, you're
Oh
limited.
yeah.
I was like, okay, I had mixed feelings about it. I was like, I kind of like, okay, good. God answered my prayer, but I was like, my feelings were a little hurt. And anyways, long story
Mm-hmm.
short, COVID, and I didn't have a plan. I had a cushion because I had got severance from being there for so long, and I did not take it seriously. So by the time I did start taking it seriously, it's time for me to get 9 to 5 again because all the money ran out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was
Yeah.
like I didn't have a plan. I wish, and I had a plan, I might still be a full-time 9 to 5 and not be going through the craziness that I've been dealing with. So,
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I
It's
think we as entrepreneurs, like, to me, because my life is a whole lot different, right? My life is
mm-hmm.
because I have to figure out the way that I'm going to make money every single day. Like, there's no day that I can
Mm-hmm.
say I'm not going to figure out how I'm going to make money because this is how I survive, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, when people are comfortable because they know that they got that check coming in, there is no urgency. And we were
Correct.
talking about that this weekend, well, Sunday Monday reset. We was talking about that, is that once
hmm
you have a income that's coming in,
hmm
Yeah.
you're not really trying to work any harder. You trying to you doing what you can at bare minimum, or you doing things,
hmm
but you're not doing things that is going to move the needle. You're doing just enough,
hmm
Correct.
and so
hmm
it's just it's different. It's really different. And so I'm realizing that with this shift for all of us, there's a lot
hmm
of things that are changing. There's a lot of things that I overlooked when I first started in business that now I'm forced to focus on right now. There's a lot of things that we are doing now as a team that we are learning about business. And I'm so glad that I'm doing it
Mm-hmm.
with my sisters because
hmm
we're all doing it together, and
hmm
so we lift each other up, we're bringing each other on, we're encouraging each other.
hmm
And so
Mm-hmm.
it's so wonderful that we can do this with each other. And I was sharing this as well, like a lot of my goals and dreams are coming through and coming to fruition in BCMC, like with us being
Mm-hmm.
a community together. We are doing these things together. Like,
Yep.
I'm like,
That's
what?
true.
We
hmm
That's
pulling it
true.
off together. And
hmm
so I have to say, with that comes a lot. It's growing pains. Everybody who starts with you not gonna finish with you. Everybody who was along for the ride is not gonna be along for the ride. And a lot of the times we have to realize as entrepreneurs that some people or some things are just going to be lessons. They're not meant to stay. Some
hmm
people are going to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're just passing through, and that is
hmm
okay. But I know we not
Mm-hmm.
passing through. We here.
Nope. Nope.
Forever.
Nope.
This is a sisterhood. We are here.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a sisterhood. And
Hmm.
sorry, y'all. Yeah, it's definitely a sisterhood. And like Nikki was saying, I'm so thankful that we were able to do this together and we were able to, um, I think I would have made my progress may not have been as what's what I'm looking for. I may not have made as much progress with fluorescence as by myself if I hadn't been with BCMC, and that's why I'm so glad that when I was looking for a black candle making group, I stumbled upon BCMC, and not thinking that years later we'd be here, not
Right?
thinking that I'll be
That's why
interviewing to
I
be a
always say
moderator.
God's plan. Because why did He choose us? You know what I mean? That's what I always.
Yes.
I'm like, why did you choose the people that you chose? Like,
Mhm.
why did you have me stumble on Nikki's page to find? Because I'm
Mm,
thinking I'm gonna make these dessert candles. Why did I stumble on her page instead of someone else's page? Why did I, And you knew I wanted to do these type of labels, so how did I get to Nikki? That's what I was
mhm,
Mhm.
like. How did I get to
mhm,
her page?
mhm.
Like it's
I was
how?
just and
Like how?
I say this all the time. I was not going to be a moderator.
Moderator.
I just wanted to be a group
Mm-hmm.
member. I was like, I'm gonna be a group
Mm-hmm.
member. I love it here. I kick my feet up, learn about candles. And then Jules sent that out, and I was like, I'm gonna be a member because being a moderator, it's just too much. And I said, I don't know if
Mhm.
maybe I just don't want that responsibility. Sure enough, I just kept getting this, and I was like, I'm gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
Jules had this, y'all. She had a whole interview session with her and the vice president at the time. I said, okay. And honestly, I took it more seriously too. So I knew it was a serious position. I knew you took it seriously because it wasn't no willy nilly thing. Like, oh yeah, just come on and just sign up and you can be a moderator. You were very intentional about who you had up
Mhm.
there. So it was
Yeah.
definitely God's plan because I was not going to be a moderator. I was like, no, I just want to be a member, and I enjoyed it. And then, but
Yeah.
I know me, and I know that I'm the type of person I like to build, and I like to help, and I like to be a part of things, and help build up. And at the time, BCMC was like 2,000 members, so I was like, it was a smaller group at the time, and then to see what it is now, um, it's just amazing. It's amazing. And I feel like this journey and this shift and transition is definitely God. It's you know how you have something that's and you can't really explain it, but you can't you feel it, but it's like all I can say is that I know something big is about to happen. And so I'm like, God, he's talking to me about as far as get into position. Like I need to get in position and be more serious about things. Just even reading more and just the power of reading. If people understood that just the power of reading books, listening to podcasts, listening to people who are experts in their fields, how that's life changing. Listening to people, the people that we look up to, the people that are going to be at the summit and going on their lives and just hearing the things that they're saying and they just be talking a lot of them this is their life, this is all they eat, sleep and breathe, so they're going when you're talking to them that's how you're going to get something out of them because this is just what this is them. It's
Mhm.
their whole. And so to be in these spaces to where you can grow as an entrepreneur and to be better than you were before, um, it's really amazing to watch. It's really amazing to watch. And like Nikki said, we do this together. I'm doing this with my sisters, and they know, well, Black Candle Makers Club, and then Fluorescence is over here, and Nikki Bubble Bay is way over here. We are together as a unit, and then even we took it even further and created like an ecosystem, like not even trying to, but kind of trying to. You know how it is, like we weren't even
Mhm.
trying to. It's like Jules report. Nikki's doing coffee with Nikki. Sunday reset was just like I just feel like because of the stuff I was going through. Not nothing I heard, nothing it was stuff I was going through, and I'm like, I know other people are going through this. Let's talk about it because people need this outlet because just the way I just feel like this demographic does we don't get the kind of conversations and seeing all the stuff I've been seeing on threads. I'm like, this has to be and even with that, I'm like, Chantel, you need to be on threads because people are having these conversations. You need to be in there and get this
Mhm.
community going so these women can have some place to go because this is a real thing. It's an epidemic. So yeah, yeah.
Yeah. This is
It's
great.
yeah,
This is great with my sister.
yes, yes, yes. So Jules, tell us how does it feel working full time for BCMC? Like what? Because you know working a nine to
It,
five and having
Now
to
that part I'm happy about because now all of the things that I've said, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, and I hadn't been able to do because of the
Mhm.
time. I'm able to kind of say, okay, now I can plan it out and actually
Mhm.
do it. So,
Mhm.
now I have time to plan it out and say, oh, okay, this is how I want to do this. This is how I want to do that. Because the whole, I kept saying, oh, we got to change BCMC University. Like, we got to change it. We got to change it. I don't want to keep doing these sit and
Mhm.
gets. And we got class
Mhm.
on Saturday and people taking notes and then they go on about their business. And then we have another class the next Saturday and it's the same thing. So I was like,
Mhm.
I want to have, because that's me into curriculum and instruction and like I want to have all of those pieces and challenges and assignments and things like that. Kind of like a cohort, but not as focused as the cohort. So yeah, I think it's a good thing. Like I keep saying I think it's God's plan, but I think it's a good thing because I'm able to implement the things that I've been wanting to do that I
Mhm.
didn't have time to do. So that's the positive part about it. Is just trying to get structure because I've been in this 9 to 5 position with all the structure for so long. It's like a long time. And I already, when I get to work,
Mhm.
HSD, I know I gotta do this. I know I got
Mhm.
this meeting on
Mhm.
this day, and I know I got this
Mhm.
meeting due, and I know I gotta meet with my team, and I know I gotta do this, and I know I gotta go to Austin and have this meeting and did it, so I already know what my structure looks like, what my day is planned out. And then in between I'm doing stuff for BCMC, but now it's just full time BCMC with me not
Mhm.
even have to work because I'm still like my mind was still on it's testing season. Oh my God, what are they gonna do? Why am I, and in my mind, I'm like,
Mhm.
why am I so worried about what they gonna do? That's not my
Mhm.
problem anymore. Like, but
Mhm.
I'm still in that, oh my God, I forgot to finish this investigation. What they gonna do? Did they turn it in? Did they call T?
Mhm.
And I'm like, why?
Mhm.
Why do I
Mhm.
care?
Why is my mind there?
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's just trying to just transition out of that. So yeah, because I'll even call TJ and be like, hey, like I called her the other day and said, hey, don't forget, blah, blah, blah,
Mm-hmm.
blah. And she's like, you know what? You still care. And I'm like, well, I want to make sure you're doing what you supposed,
Mhm.
I'm like, I don't want you to,
Mhm.
so I'm
Be
like,
like,
Mhm.
I
don't
care
forget this,
about
don't forget
you.
that. Hmm. Like she's in Austin now, supposed to be in Austin today, actually, right? For a
Mhm.
meeting. So it's 2 days. So she called me today and she was like, they was asking me this, this, and this. And I say, okay, tell them this, so I'm still telling
Mm-hmm.
her, still coaching
Mhm.
her. So
Mhm.
which I don't
Mhm.
mind, because that's my
Mhm.
girl. So I want her to succeed. So yeah, it's just, you
So you
know,
think it's been 27 years, so it's a part of you, and your brain is
Yeah.
still
yeah.
your brain is
Wired to
still
this.
wired. And I
Hmm.
don't think people realize that how much your brain is wired to do certain things after
Hmm.
27 years is like almost like a life that's a lifetime
Yeah.
almost. Like so
Oh
I think
yes.
one of my brothers is about 30.
It's an adult.
Yeah, it's an adult.
Hmm.
Yeah. So from the time he
Yep.
was born to like, yeah. So I think
Yeah.
people you have to, understand like this is a part of your life all for 8 hours plus because you were
Yes.
getting home
Plus.
like you would be leaving. We probably leave work around the same time, and you would get
Hmm.
home like hours after. I'm like,
Yep. Yep.
Jules is now
I'll be
getting home.
like,
It's like
y'all, I'm
seven
still at
thirty.
work. I'm still at work.
Mhm.
I got,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mhm.
so yeah, yeah. I mean, I think it's just, we always talk about mindset shifts and it's just a mindset thing trying to get out of that mode and get into this
Mhm.
mode and build this structure for myself where it's just like, okay, you still got to take a lunch, you still got to,
Yeah.
if you got to go outside and walk for 15 minutes, you need to do that. You need to get some fresh,
Mm-hmm.
like it's just building those things into your own, um, into your own
Mhm.
schedule and creating one because I'm so used to having a schedule. Like I
Mhm.
can't operate without a schedule, without a checklist. So it's just transitioning that into BCMC.
Right.
So yeah, yeah.
You're
Well,
still
It's
I'm
navigating.
excited. Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
it's
Yep.
not easy. And
Yeah.
people, I'm gonna go back to, people think it's easy, but people don't see the nitty-gritty that you gotta go through
Yeah.
to get to where you want, you think it's
Right.
all fun and it's not. There's a lot of work behind this. This is
You think
six
it's
years
fun,
of
but it's not.
It's not.
this is 6 years of building. It's just not overnight.
Mhm.
There's a lot of things that go
Mhm.
into this. So
Yep.
you
Mm-hmm.
might see us and we might make it look easy, but it's really not that easy.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
And
It's
that's the
not.
thing. And most
Hmm.
of the people who think it's easy or who think that it's a walk in the park are people who, haven't they're not serious entrepreneurs, because a serious entrepreneur knows or has an idea of the fact that I know it wasn't easy. I know that, the times that you be up until 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, trying to
And go to
finish
work at 6.
and then go to work at, like, those are things that you were doing. Like, we have the real, we have the inside scoop, and I don't think you need to necessarily know the inside scoop. But if you're an entrepreneur, you know some kind of something about that the sacrifice that it takes to be an entrepreneur. But the people who think it's overnight, those are the people that are usually doing the sit and gets with their
Mm.
feet kicked up,
Come on,
with
sit and gets.
their feet kicked up, waiting for something to drop in their lap.
Or waiting for somebody to hand them something, or waiting thinking that something is just gonna magically appear out of thin air.
Yeah,
Hmm.
just like your business. You can't, it's not going to happen overnight. You got to put work into your business in order to succeed. It doesn't happen overnight. And people that it does, if it does happen, I've seen the people there where they did have quick
Hmm.
success and now I could tell you right now, they're not in business right now. They are not in business. They are
A lot
nowhere
of
to be
people did,
found.
especially in
Yeah.
COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was a candle
Mhm.
maker, and there were people. I used to be like, I've been making candles for 8 years, and this person just show up on, and they got. Now look, that's why
Look
you got
at
to
them.
run your own race, like Nikki said on Monday. You got to run your own race and run your own and mind your own business. Literally, mind your own
Mhm.
business, because when you're looking at what people are doing, because there was a lot of COVID candle makers, and a lot of them were making good money. They were like not making nothing.
Yeah, that was the thing
They
to
were
do. It
making
was
money.
all about candle making.
But then
That's just
when COVID, yeah, and that was another thing. When COVID let up and things were starting to go back to normal, those same people did not know how to pivot, because
yeah.
they came into it, it was COVID, and now they don't know how to, like, deal with changes. Whereas those of us who kind of know the ebbs and flows, all right, I could tell. I said, "Oh, now that things are changing, the George Floyd stuff is now letting up. The support Black business movement is kind of letting up. People are starting to not feel guilty no more. You got to be able to make those
Not feel guilty.
because a lot of people were. A lot of them were
You
feeling
got
guilty.
guilty sales.
Yeah, they were supporting because they felt, because that was, George, that was a crazy time, and
Yeah.
it just you they those people didn't know how to pivot, and that's why they're not in business anymore, and they probably, I don't know, they're somewhere.
The gutter.
They're somewhere. Menemy said them people that didn't take us serious when BCMC started is gonna come back and be mad when they can't get back in, because y'all gonna be at the max capacity. Right.
They already mad, girl.
Yep. Yep. We were just saying, we taking the people that are moving and shaking. We taking the movers and shakers. If you ready to move and shake and you ready to get to it, we want you. But, and the people, if you want to just watch from afar from the sidelines, you can do
That's
that.
good too.
Yeah, everybody's not meant to go. Like Jules was saying, everyone's not meant to go. Especially in shifting seasons. Like, I think we can all agree this is a shifting season for us, and
Yep.
um, we're shifting to we feel God moving.
Mhm.
Um, and something big is gonna, and a lot of it has to do, I think, with this conference. Even the energy from this conference. This is one of
Hmm.
our biggest summits. Like, this is and I'll say this, all of our events have been amazing. I will say this one, I think, is going to be for the books.
Yep.
And
This I keep saying the most talked about event of the year.
it's
The
it's
This
most
is
just
talked
how it
about
all came
event of
together.
the year.
Just how it's all coming together,
And
and
like
the
I keep
people.
telling everybody, we might have one more surprise for y'all. One or two.
102.
One or two.
Y'all probably gonna have to have another day. Cause everybody ain't gonna fit.
Y'all got to go
Oh
home Monday.
no.
Y'all ain't gonna
We
have
might
no
have to
sleep.
start
You're
on
either gonna have
Wednesday.
no
Yep,
sleep or another
yep,
day. So it's
yep.
gonna be an all
It's probably
nighter
gonna be no sleep.
It's gonna be no
cramming
sleep. It
session.
ain't no sleep. It,
Hmm.
it already is no sleep, because I come home tired. I be like, oh Lord, because but I think I'm running off of adrenaline
Yeah.
usually.
Mhm.
So by the time I do get home or go home on the plane, I'm crashing. Like I crash because it's like
Yeah.
because from the time I leave to get there to the time we leave to come back home, it's just a lot. So yeah.
I'm excited. Are you all excited?
Too.
We're so
I'm
excited.
It's just a great season, and
excited.
not just for. I think it's a great season for BCMC and all of us. Like I think
Yeah.
I'm seeing transformation in like the businesses of the people in our community as well, and I think that is amazing to see as
Yeah.
to see the people that are riding with us and they're taking these things seriously. Like Tony's one of the people. She executes quickly and she's taking it seriously. Tony don't play about her business. She gonna be at
Mhm.
an event every Friday, every weekend. She gonna be at an event and she gonna be on live. So those are the people that we look at and we say, you're taking it seriously. You want to do this thing. So I'm excited for where this is going and the great things that are happening.
Yes,
Absolutely.
indeed. Yes, indeed.
All right.
So now we are transitioning into conspiracy.
Yes.
So what do you got for us, sis?
For conspiracy.
Mhm.
Um, we're-
We
sorry,
had
y'all.
okay, so we had and why we're laughing is because we have the conversation beforehand, right?
Yes.
And so there's a bunch of things that we wanted to speak about. I
Mm-hmm.
forgot what we landed on, but I
I
wanted to
did
talk
too.
about Jay Z, and Jules didn't
No,
want us to
we're
talk
not
about
doing
Jay
that.
No,
Z.
she didn't want us to talk about Jay-Z.
I wanted to talk about Neuro. Did we say we were going to talk about Neuralink?
We,
No, we said we're going to talk about Diddy.
oh yes,
Oh yeah, yeah.
yes, yes. I could not think of it. That's why I was like, I was like, I don't know until it comes to me.
Chantal
Yeah.
was like, I was like, she don't remember.
And then I was like, I don't remember, but I was like, I'll figure out one of the ones we talked about previously. Um, we were talking, yeah. So yeah, go ahead, sis. Talk about it.
All right. So I think I know Jules is gonna pull it up because this is what she does. She is our the researcher. But there is a X tape floating around. And so they said that they think that they're gonna give Diddy 4 more years, which I think I'm not gonna tell you what I think, but I think it's a little excessive at this point. Like let the man out already. Um
But why? Because of the tape?
No, I don't know. They said it looks like they're going to give him 4 more years. So I don't know what happened. I don't. And where's his great law? Like, why are your lawyers sucking? Like, why aren't your lawyers getting you off?
That's what
So
I
I
was
think
thinking.
he's under. I think he's under the jail and living in a nice cushy life. I don't think he's serving regular time. But anyway, so they said he has a X tape, right? And so it's with Daphne, 50
Mm-hmm.
Cent baby mama, and
Mm-hmm.
talking about the size. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, who cares, right? And so
Mm-hmm.
we hear that, of course, who is involved in all of this? The troublemaker, the
Mm-hmm.
trouble starter, the problem starter.
Mm-hmm. Mr.
I think he's a big old bitch.
He
But
is.
So
because
it's
why are you looking at another
bi-coastal.
man's?
That's why it's bi-coastal. So what they're trying to say is he's got to serve the time for this coast, East Coast, and then whatever other place. It looks like LAPD. So that's the reason why they're talking about
Mm.
more time because it's not at the same time. They want him to serve his kind of like what R. Kelly's doing. They
And
want you
then
to
they gotta
serve
send
your
him back.
time here, and then they're going to send you here to finish your time here. So that's why I'm looking at it now, and this is MSN.
Yeah. I
So
just think I think this is stupid. And then the tape resurfaces, and then if it who do you think sent that tape? Who you think put that tape
Yeah.
out there for everybody to leak it?
Yeah. I wonder how he got a hold of it though.
He got a hold of all of the
Yeah,
information
he's a
because he was
Fed, but
paying
I think
everybody off.
yeah, yeah, and I think he's also part of the. I think he's a part of the Feds, the
I
Popo.
definitely do. I definitely do.
So he has, and the thing is, what about him? They always break their tools, and that's what he doesn't realize. They're gonna break their tools. They're getting all they can out of him to take other, people down.
Mm-hmm.
And once they're done taking them down, because they don't trust him, they don't trust you. I'm telling you, but they don't realize what people like him don't realize. They don't trust you. The people, when I say the people, the powers that be, they don't trust you because you are a turncoat. So once they realize
Come
they know
on,
that about
turncoat.
you, once they know that about you, they were like, well, what's he gonna do to me? Because if you're around someone who is untrustworthy, who's doing all this stuff, I'm like, I'm gonna keep my business to myself because you might turn on me and get some stuff on me. So once they get all they can out of him, they are going to turn on him.
I don't
So
even
this
think. I
is
think they're
someone named
using him.
Jonathan Hay. Do y'all know who that is?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
So there's a music producer named Jonathan Hay. And I do remember somebody filing, but last November, this is in Los Angeles County. The LA County Sheriff's Department confirmed a probe had been opened in his claims of sexual battery by Combs. So this is the guy that came out last year
Oh, it's
Mm-hmm.
um,
that produced. I
in the
I
forgot
remember
his
West
that.
Coast
name.
Metropolis
I
back in
remember that.
2020. So the
Mm-hmm.
LAPD looked into the allegations and they conducted an investigation. And so I guess they're waiting for more info, but they've actually done the investigation. And so in California, they're saying sexual battery can be either a felony or misdemeanor depending on the context and accused criminal history. So
Mm.
if they do decide to go forward, then yeah, Diddy would serve several years in a Golden State prison if
Mm,
found guilty. Um, so that's what that is. That's the case from that guy. That's what
mm.
that's
Okay.
about
Okay.
because they hadn't gone to court about it yet. So if they do, then that's why he's going to serve additional time.
Mm. Got it.
This is crazy.
It is so crazy because to me, we these are the small fries. 50 Cent, Diddy,
Mm-hmm.
all of these are the small fries. They're bigger fish to fry. There are people behind them. The people that manipulated them
Mm-hmm.
to be in these situations that
Mm-hmm.
let them pass through and do
Mm-hmm.
all of this for all these years. This is not new information, and this is the same thing when I was talking about R. Kelly. These things are not new. People knew these things was happening
Yep.
years and years and years
Yep.
ago, and now all of
Yep.
a sudden it's like, oh, but what is it? The what's the thing when the time is up? What is it called?
Me too.
They said no. They said the
Oh.
time is up. It reached the line of something. And
Oh,
so I'm
statute of
like,
limitations.
right. And so you just so happen to just catch it right in time. Like that don't
Mm.
make sense. So this whole thing to me don't make sense. This thing is bigger than Nino Brown. I think I think that we not getting the right people because what about them other people?
But
Michael
oh,
Jackson been talking about Michael Jackson
yeah.
been told you who was a devil. Michael
Yep.
Jackson been saying who was this. The people been
Mm-hmm.
talking about it, but they not gonna get in trouble.
No. Oh no. And
It's
and
surface level.
and speaking of, Cassie moved out of the country. She said she moved out of the country, so she's no longer. She just recently
But
got
her
filed.
husband,
Some guy said, "Yep." Some guy. I think shortly after she got her money after that settlement, she moved out of the country. But somebody else filed against her saying that she didn't pay them for their services.
You better pay that man.
Something like that. I might have some of the
And
story
she
wrong,
need to
but
pay them for giving them STDs, allegedly.
he said something about she hired him to do, she hired him, and apparently something she didn't do. I thought he said he did something about not giving him his money for the services, but it was something to that line. So I'm like, did she leave out of the country because she don't want to get hit with nothing? Was something about to come out with her, or did
Mm-hmm.
she really leave because she's like, I'm just gonna leave? Because I'm like, it's weird that she would leave the country. Like, why?
Because she knew she set him up.
Like,
And I
are you
don't think she
afraid?
set him up. I think she was activated. And y'all know me with my tinfoil hat be
I
ringing
think
and
so
tinging
too.
and pinging. I think she was activated. I think
I think so too.
because, and let me tell y'all something, and this might not even be right, because I don't think she's talented. She's very pretty.
She's not.
She's
She's
very
gorgeous.
pretty.
Yeah.
Who's going to give you a 10 album deal, girl? Well, I mean, Britney Spears was out here doing the thing. So, I mean, if Britney
It
Spears
was
could
a
do
little
it,
different. It was a little different. Brittany had a little bit of showmanship too. Like
yeah.
when she did her videos and when but Cassie didn't have that. Cassie
I
was
love
just
me some Britney Spears, though.
me
I do
too.
love
I
her.
was listening to one of her songs on my way to work the other day. I was like, oh, I like this. I remember this song. We was listening to this in Vegas. But listen, Cassie, she had some good songs, but she had a good that one song, Me and
He
You.
had 3 songs. I think you can count them on
I
one
only
hand. Like,
remember
girls,
one.
stick a pin in it because we knew you wasn't singing. You knew
Mm-hmm.
what you was there for. You knew
Mm-hmm.
exactly what you was there for because you was getting passed around in the industry allegedly before you got to him. You were
Yeah,
allegedly being
yeah.
passed around trying to find that next thing. And then you found it with Diddy or
Because
something like that,
She was
allegedly.
with Ryan Leslie, and then she was with somebody, Kid Cudi, I think. Yeah. So listen, but I just
Allegedly.
want. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Uh,
It's all alleged.
I'm gonna leave that alone. I
Yeah,
was like,
these are the kind of conversations that we have. I know you like, oh y'all went from here to here to here to here.
we
We
do. That's
do.
exactly what we do.
This is the kind of conversations that we have.
This is
Um,
exactly how we do,
and
y'all.
sometimes they're spicy. Like if we would have had the conversation about Jay-Z and his hair.
Jules didn't want no part of it, and I was like, well, we all three of us got to be a
ain't
part of the
nothing wrong with
conversation.
the hair.
She said be easy on the head.
So not too much.
Not
Not too
too much
much.
on the Jay-Z.
Not too much. Not too much.
So
Not
we
too
didn't
much.
do it.
Good
So we
night,
left it alone.
Elise.
I will say the comment about cinnamon, the cinnamon gum
Doodle.
and doodle breath was just out of order. It was
Cinnamon
just out of order.
doodle.
I think he can't nobody. You can't talk because your whole front
He
gum,
also said that.
the whole
I
thing
think
came out. At least he has teeth to brush.
Well, that's because all of them think they need to take their teeth out. They're so like, listen, let me not say that. I don't want to say you dumb if you take all your teeth out your mouth so you can get veneers. But that's crazy.
Dame Dash like he had dentures.
He had,
They
I
they were
think he said he
dentures.
had take he said he took them out because he wanted to do something, and then now he had dentures.
Y'all remember when Joel Santana got those dentures and everybody
Oh my gosh.
they I will never forget because he was on Love and Hip Hop at the time. And he got them dentures. And when I tell you them people went in on him, I
I was like, your teeth are big.
everybody was like, what is going on? I always thought Joel Santana was cute, but I was like, what's he got these old people dentures in his mouth?
He looked like he was going downhill.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy, but yeah. Dame Dash definitely has dentures in his mouth. I don't know what's going on, but
Hey, Damien.
did he have
Hey,
veneers?
Sammy. Who he said? I think he said he had veneers, but he don't got. He has no teeth, which means he don't have any rotten teeth sitting in his mouth making his breath stink. So we don't know.
That
We
was
don't
so
know
out of
Jay Z
order.
got a rotten tooth in the back. We don't know.
I, but Jay Z did call him out in the diss. He did call him
Well,
out in the diss, so I guess he felt like he needed to redeem himself. But that was funny.
We're not gonna talk about it, even though I really want to.
Yeah,
We're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna
yeah,
talk about it.
yeah.
But
We're
we're
gonna
gonna
leave it alone.
say we're
Gonna leave it
gonna leave
alone.
it alone. We want to say thank you, everybody.
Yes, yes,
We want to say thank you, everybody, for rocking with us and sticking by us. Today we went live. Usually we are recording, but
yeah,
all of us had a lot of different things going on. I was
yes.
traveling, wasn't back. It's a hot mess.
Hmm.
But we got together so that we can do it tonight. Are we gonna go live on Color Makers
Tonight or tomorrow? Oh,
tonight? We here.
girls,
What you got to
we
do? Go to
can.
sleep. What you gotta do?
I'll go on there real quick just to see who's on there.
let's
Yeah,
do it.
let's do
We got
it.
Scorquemini on, so
We
let's
got
just
our
do it.
shirt
It is
on. We just
10.
came off the live.
It's
To
9:18. What do
see
you mean
who
10?
who
Oh, it's 10
pops up
It's
Nikki's turn.
10:18.
Okay.
Eastern. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Hold on. Let me stop the recording and stop the. Yes.
All eyes on me in the middle of the circus.
How do I stop the live on YouTube?
Just end
Go
it.
go
Oh,
where you set it up.
mm-hmm. Because I'm still live.
Go to the Did you click off the
Hold on.
All eyes on me in the center of the circus. I'm singing that song
Oh,
wrong.
do I have to go? Oh, YouTube Studio. Let me
Yeah,
see.
go to the YouTube studio.
And let's see. Why is it on this one here? Let me change it.
Yeah, because we're still
Yeah, we still not. Hold on.
All eyes on me. Don't you know that I'm toxic? On a taste of your lips, I'm on a tree.
You're toxic. I'm sipping under.
Taste
Intoxicate
of
me
your lips,
now.
I'm on a live.